Rajah Jackson, who was the son of the UFC fighter Rampage Jackson, pleads not guilty to assaulting Syko Stu as a 7-year sentence looms. Kick streamer Rajah Jackson, son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson, has pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from the assault of professional wrestler Syko Stu during a live broadcast. The 25-year-old appeared in LA courtroom on October 9th, facing one felony count of battery with bodily injury and one misdemeanor count of battery. The charges follow a violent incident on August 23rd at Knock X Pro Wrestling Academy in California. While live streaming on Kick, Jackson entered the ring and repeatedly struck wrestler Syko Stu, whose real name is Stuart Smith. Earlier that evening, the pair had staged a playful exchange after Stu splashed Jackson with a beer. Well, see, this is what I hate, y'all. You see how these websites and articles, you see how they lie? So when they met up with each other, that was not planned. You know what I'm saying? It was a face-off, but like the whole situation that happened when they faced off was not planned. So what happened was Syko Stu, who was the wrestler, he took a beer can and smashed it on the head of Rajah Jackson, right? And that pissed him off because, like I said, they didn't tell Rajah Jackson, hey, just so you know, you're going to face off with Syko Stu. You guys are going to play around and you guys are going to, act like you're going to fight and he's going to hit you in the head with a beer can. That's not what happened. They had a face off and, Syko Stu saw the cameras because Rajah was live streaming on Kick and he thought that they were in character. So he took the beer can, smashed it on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? Rajah Jackson got pissed off about it. The dude did apologize. Syko Stu did apologize, and they basically told Rajah that he can get his revenge in the ring. They said you can punch him for real, like 1 or 2 times, and Rajah just took it way too far and crashed out. That's what happened. So don't listen to websites like this that try to twist the narrative and make it seem like Syko Stu was the victim. That's complete bullshit, bruh. That is complete bullshit, okay? So anyway, Smith suffered serious facial injuries and has reportedly retired from in-ring performance. Jackson was arrested in September, nearly a month after the altercation. Prosecutors are seeking a great bodily injury enhancement that could extend his potential sentence from 4 to 7 years if convicted. The misdemeanor battery charge relates to another wrestler, Douglas Mallow, who intervened during the assault. Video footage from the stream showed Jackson warning viewers beforehand that it was his dream to fuck up a pro wrestler and that he was going to hit him. The footage was widely shared online, prompting outrage across social media. Knox X Pro Wrestling condemned the act as selfish, irresponsible act of violence. Kick has since banned Jackson's account, while a GoFundMe campaign to support Syko Stu recovery has raised over $225,000. So this is why Syko Stu retired, right? He says he retired from in-ring wrestling. Of course he retired. He just got over 200 grand, you know what I'm saying, to help himself recover from the damage that he suffered. So of course he's gonna retire. He's probably made a decent amount of money wrestling, and now he just cashed out $200,000. So yeah, of course he's gonna retire until the money runs out. Jackson is scheduled to return to the San Fernando courthouse on November 24th for a preliminary hearing to determine if the case proceeds to trial. So listen, there's 2 ways this can go, right? There's a chance that Rajah Jackson could get off of this somehow because this was a wrestling event. It was all planned. And from what Rajah Jackson said, guys, the promoter or whoever told him that he could punch Syko Stu at least once or twice for real, right? So just because of that, right, there's a chance the judge could say, hey, well, this is a wrestling event. He was hit in the head with a beer can, right? And then you guys told him that he can go in the ring and get his revenge. Now, obviously, him punching the guy 20 times in a row, that was stupid. That was wrong. And Rajah Jackson said 100% he should be held accountable for that, right? But like I said, man, if this is his first time getting in trouble, if he doesn't have a history of violence, I think what's going to happen is he'll probably get probation, right? They probably might give him 2 or 3 years on probation along with some anger management classes. I don't think Rajah Jackson is gonna do any time for this. I think his dad's gonna get him a pretty good lawyer, and but I will say this though, all of the evidence that's already out there is gonna make him look 100% guilty. The fact, because this is premeditated, the fact that he was sitting alongside the ring and he was telling his fans on Kick, I'm gonna go in there and lay this dude out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. If when the judge and the prosecutor see that video, which they probably already have, there's a possibility the judge is gonna make him do some type of time because everything you did was premeditated. You went in there and pretty much you seriously tried to injure the guy. The guy could have possibly, passed away from what you did to him. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky that he woke up and he recovered. You know what I'm saying? I think Syko Stu and Rajah Jackson, I think that they should have a conversation. I think they should have a serious conversation and try to come to some type of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because Syko Stu did acknowledge that he was wrong for smashing the beer can on his head. But, Rajah Jackson might have to go to prison, y'all. Like, now that I'm really thinking about it, bro, just everything he said before he jumped into that ring and he did what he did, he's guilty, bro. He's guilty. The fact that he pleaded not guilty, it just goes to show that, he ain't trying to do no 4 or 7 years, right? You can't blame him for that. But Rajah Jackson, bro, you better have a damn good lawyer, bro. Like I said, the best case scenario is you end up being put on probation for a couple of years. You take anger management, and I think that'll be the best case for you. But based off of the evidence that they got on you from the internet, based off of everything that you said in the Kick stream, based off of Syko Stu, he did apologize to you. Because whether you guys want to believe this or not, somebody smashing a beer can on top of your head, that is considered assault. Especially if it's not planned, because that wasn't planned. The dude smashing a beer can on his head, that is assault, right? Now, obviously, Syko Stu hasn't been charged for that because his job is to be a wrestler and that's what he does. But, there's a cause and effect for everything, bro. What you guys got to understand is everybody reacts to things differently. And Rajah Jackson reacted to this situation in the worst way possible. I'm not making excuses for the guy, but what I'm saying is, if what Rajah Jackson said is true, if somebody told Rajah Jackson that he can go in that ring and get his revenge and he can punch Syko Stu for real, then I think that the promoter, whoever told Rajah Jackson that information, I truly believe that that is the person that should be held accountable the most, in my opinion. If this is Rajah Jackson's first time getting in trouble, I think he deserves anger management classes. Give him 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years probation, and just let him rehabilitate himself. I don't think he should do time for this, bro. Now, if he's gotten in trouble for this before any type of violence, okay, yeah. So that's my opinion, man. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow your boy, leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.